our series with the CBRN CMDP operations and CBRN room. So today we're going to be talking about in-processing, out-processing personnel. So these are just some helpful hints and stuff that I use and train my guys on, and this is how we in-process and out-process personnel in the CBRN room in the current company I'm in. So without further ado, let me go ahead and share my screen, and we will get started. All right, here we go. So by the way, if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, leave your comments down below, all right? So like I said, this is CBRN operation. This is in-processing, out-processing personnel. So this is all administrative, okay? This is going to help set you guys up for success. It's going to help build your battle rosters, your CDE reports, your mask mall, equipment malls, and so forth. So basically in-processing, right? So every soldier must in-process the CBRN room. When I talk about in-processing, some of the things that we make sure that we do is we do an initial PMCS of the mask that they're going to receive and a cleaning of the mask. Mask issue and sign 2062. We issue any equipment cards or equipment receipt cards, your DA form 3749s, just in case in the event that they are going to be assigned a JCAD or UDR 213 or whatever type of equipment that they're going to be signing in and out of the CBRN room. Some things that I verify during these checks is, are there files created for every soldier, right? So what I do is I like to look at their 162, or I just randomly say, hey, show me Specialist Johnson's folder. Make sure that he's been in process and everything is done. All right. When they in process, one of the important things here is this: CBRN mall created and accurate, right? So make sure that the mall is being updated, especially with all the initial sizes, their J lists and stuff like that. And then, are there maintenance records, right? Is initial PMCS or cleaning the mask being conducted? This here is just an excerpt from my company and processing checklist. I'm going to put it in the files on my Teams account. If you guys do want it, let me know down below. But basically, I took every section in my company: operations, training, supply, orderly room, arms room, motor pool, master driver, and built a checklist so they have to process all these sections. So for the CBRN, protective mask insert and sign for has a CBRN data sheet been filled out for every soldier, right? Mask fit test complete. So for me, my company I'm currently in right now, we don't actually have a pass machine to actually fit masks. So I normally try to schedule my newly arrived soldiers once a month with my HAC and knock out the fit test. And just keep in mind, that you have 30 days to fit them from the time they arrive at your unit, and then there's also the annual requirement. Like I said, initial mask cleaning at 5988 complete. We normally have the soldier review the unit SOP, so he knows what his responsibilities are as an operator or equipment hand receipt owner. A lot of times we issue our DA form 3749 equipment receipts, like I said in the previous slide, your JCAS, any type of equipment that you're going to be signing for. So this is just an example of my Annex D and my CBRN SOP for the in-processing, just mask size, number, rank, name. Are they left-handed or right-handed firer? Do they wear glasses, date of optometry if they need one, MOP suit information, right? So all your sizes that you need to build your battle rosters are all right here. And then I don't have the mask fit date and test date of when they're actually being fitted. This here is just an example of an equipment receipt, DA form 3749. Basically what we use in the arms room. I hope you guys are using this. It speeds things up a lot easier. But yeah, unit, receipt, stock number, serial number, description, the soldier's name, and then of course the commander signs, right? Pretty self-explanatory on that. And then we're talking about our out processing, right? So normally what I do is I have the losing soldier do a joint 1020 level PMCS with my CBRN rep. We do a mask cleaning. Soldiers turn in their equipment receipts. Soldiers receive their 2062s back if they do not require like a statement of charges or flipple, if there's not any damage to the equipment. Soldiers file would move to the inactive file, so we're updating our records immediately. Then also we provide a soldier a copy of all the CBRN training that was conducted to carry forward. I know y'all been in the Army probably a while, so CBRN training is one area that we screw up. I think I can count on my hands how many times I've actually done CBRN training in a company. So that's one thing that I wanted to change when I became a first sergeant. I wanted to put some emphasis on CBRN training and that type of training. But make sure you're giving the soldier a copy of his training record, so when he goes to his next unit, you're setting him for success. Say, hey, he was trained on this, this, this. So it's going to help maybe his gaining unit, help him decide if they're going to put him on a decon or recon team, if he has training on the JCAS, sort of like train the trainer stuff. And then the last thing I have him do is my CMDP rep corrects them all, so that mask immediately is ready to be issued by someone else. So like I said, in processing, out processing, it's pretty simple. It all comes down to standards, procedures, right? And all this stuff should be driven directly out of your SOP. Yeah, there's nothing rocket science about this, right? It's all normal stuff and stuff we should be doing, but somehow in the Army we find a way to make shortcuts for this. So like I said, this video was just some helpful hints on how I do things, how my company is currently running. And like I said, if you have some other ideas that I could use or what's worked for you in the past, make sure you leave them down below. But we'll be back sometime later today with part 4 of our series. But as always, go Ordnance.